Let's talk about abstract class and interface. Before we talk about abstract class and interface, we need to take a look at the abstract function and property. An abstract function is a function that has only the declaration part. Like this sample code, abstract functions should use the abstract keyword. As you can see, we don't have the body block. This kind of function is an abstract function, and it should be marked with the abstract keyword. Like an abstract function, an abstract property is a property that has only the declaration part. Like this sample code, this property doesn't have an initial value. This is an abstract property, and it should be marked with the abstract keyword too. Now let's see the abstract class then. An abstract class is a class that has any abstract functions or properties. It's the same as in any other OOP languages. An abstract class should be marked with an abstract keyword. Let's see this sample class. We have a class that has two functions, and one of them is an abstract function. The first function has a body block, but the second function, on the other hand, doesn't have one. That means the second function is an abstract function, and because the class has an abstract function inside, it should be an abstract class too. Now let's see how to use an abstract class. We can create an object from an abstract class. Then why do we need an abstract class? It's because the subclass of an abstract class should implement all abstract functions and properties in the abstract class. So the purpose of an abstract class is it can force a subclass to implement the abstract functions and properties. Let's test it out. Let's add a superclass and add a property. If we don't initialize it, we got an error right away. So let's add the abstract keyword. Let's add a function too. If we don't add the body block, we got an error again. So let's add the abstract keyword too. Like this, if a class has any abstract properties or functions, the class should be abstract too. And let's try to create an object of the abstract class. As you expected, we got an error because it's abstract. We can't use abstract class directly. So in order to use the abstract class, let's add a new class and inherit the abstract class. As you can see, we got an error because the subclass should override all the abstract functions and properties in the superclass. So let's override the abstract property. And let's override the abstract function too. Then we can create that object of the subclass, and then we can use it. Now let's talk about interface. An interface is designed to declare abstract functions and properties. Like abstract classes, we can't create an object of an interface. If a class inherits an interface, it should implement the abstract functions and properties. It's the same as an abstract class. Let's add an interface. Let's start with the interface keyword. Let's add a property. This is abstract because it's not initialized. Then shouldn't we use the abstract keyword? No, because an interface is for abstract functions and properties. So we don't need to add the abstract keyword. Let's add a function. This is an abstract function, and again, we don't need to add the abstract keyword. And let's add a class that inherits this interface. As we did in the abstract class, we should override all the abstract functions and properties in the interface. This is it for abstract class and interface.